Welcome to Shom Achshav on the Daf. We're holding in Zevachim Daf Ein Ches. The Gemara in Amud brings the idea, according to Rish Lakish, that Isurim mevatlim zeh et zeh. And the Gemara continues this sugi on the next Daf, Daf Ein Tes. And the Gemara says Isurim don't mevatel zeh et zeh because we learn it from mitzvahs. Mitzvahs don't mevatel each other. How do we know mitzvahs don't mevatel each other? Because the night of Pesach, Hillel HaZaken did koirich. He put Pesach, Matzah, and Mar together. Why don't they cancel each other? Mitzvahs don't cancel each other. So therefore, Yisurim don't cancel each other either. On this Gemara, on this Havani, Mina, and Maskano, we have a beautiful Shmaitzo. The Ktzos wrote the Sefer Shev Shmaitzo. And the Agdama to Shev Shmaitzo, he has a longer Richus, a Seder Aleph base, different in Yoni Agodo. And in Ois Shin, he says the following. He brings, there's a Medrash Eicha that says, He's biani b'imrurim, hirvani le'ono. Two different types of mirirus. So what does the Medrash say? Mashi's biani b'imrurim b'leil Pesach. The fact you have more on Leil Pesach, because it says on matzos and mirurim yichlu, hirvani le'ano b'leil Tisha B'Av. So the moral of Leil Pesach has to do with the bitterness of the night of Tisha B'Av. What's the connection? What's the Medrash trying to say? So he brings another Medrash, Eicha Rabo Aleph Chof. And before we say this Medrash, let's look at the Gemara and Menachos that from Gimel base, which is very, very similar to that Medrash. But there's one difference. The Gemara and Menachos brings the Bishar Shachar Beis Hamikdash, Matzah Kodesh Baruch Hu LaAvram Sha'oim the Beis Hamikdash. Kodesh Baruch Hu sees Avram Avinu Beis Hamikdash. Amar Le Ma'alei Didi B'Veisi. What is my friend, so to speak, doing in my house? Amar Le Liskei Bonai Basi. I came for my children. So he told him, Banecha Chotu V'Galu. Your children sinned and they went to Galus. So said Avram Avinu, Amar Hashem b'shoigig Chotu. Maybe it was a mistake. So he says, no, Amar La Soisa Mezima. It says, Amar Hashem miyutim Chotu. Maybe it's only the minority. Amar La Yarabim. So that's that part of the conversation that we have in the Gemara Menachos. The Medrash says a little differently. Because what says Avram Avinu Beis Hamikdash, he says, Mali Didi B'Veisi. He says, where are my children? So he says they sinned, they went to Galus. So here Avram says, Amar Loi, Lo Yu B'Hem Tzadikim. Didn't they have Tzadikim? So he says, no, it says, Soysa Mezima. They didn't have Tzadikim. Amar Loi, Alecha Yistokal B'Toiv Shabbehem. He should have looked on the good among them. Amar Lehem Suger and Bishin, they were bad. So asks the Shmaitzel, what's Pshat in the Medrash? Avram Avinu already asks, were there tzaddikim? He says, there's no tzaddikim. So you should have looked at Toiv Shabbeim. But he said there was no tzaddikim. So what's the second question? So he brings the Drashas Mahari Misakato that says that we know the din is that the world goes based on Roif. Right? Because we know, the world is judged based on the majority of people. Now, what happens if you have many, many people doing Averis? But each one is doing a different Aver. He brings an example. Say one is a Ritzeach, he's a killer. One is a robber, he's a thief. One takes Sheichad. One is Baal V'Beribis. So you would say, Isurim mevatlim zeh et zeh, as we have in our Gemara over here in Zevachim Daf Ein Ches. So he says, that's Pshat Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu says in the beginning, maybe there's tzaddikim among Am Yisrael. He says there was no tzaddikim to save them from Chorban Beis Hamikdash. He says, okay, but look at the Toivim Shebahim. Meaning, don't focus on the bad. Each one of them does not share the same bad trait of his friend. So the bad which is by Shimon is not by Reuven. And the bad that's by Reuven is not by Shimon. So look on that part that they don't join together. Ki Yisurim mevatlim zeh et zeh. So in this, HaKadosh Baruch Hu answers, Sugeim bishim. Ein Yisurim mevatlim zeh et zeh. No, Yisurim don't cancel each other. How do we know that? Because we have the next Daf, Daf Ein Tes. The Gemara learns from Hillel that in Leil Pesach he put together Pesach Matzah U'Mor. So you see that mitzvahs ain't mevatlim zeh zeh. So Yisurim don't mevatel zeh zeh. So you mainly now there's a taina in Am Yisrael that you have to go. You look at the fact that there are many people doing Averis. They all join together. They don't cancel each other. They join together to be roif. So mainly comes out that what was the machriya to say that Am Yisrael deserves the destruction of Tisha B'Av? The fact that in Leil Pesach, we don't have mitzvahs canceling each other. We have Pesach, Matzah, and Mar together. So that's the Pshat in the first Medrash. First Medrash says, "He's biani b'merim hirvani le'ano." Because we have maror b'leil Pesach and matzos and meroim yechlu, meaning you put Pesach matzah maror together. That caused the lano, the suffering that we have in Leil Tisha B'Av, because all the bad of all the Isurim, everybody joined together. That's the beautiful cheshbon hezber of the Shmaitza. And we'll take what the Shmaitza says to the next stage based on what he's saying. The same way we learned in Ein Isurim V'atam Zedzeh, which means the fact that one has one Aveira and somebody else that has another Aveira, so then it still joins together to be Baalei Aveira. The same thing works the opposite by mitzvahs. If I have one Yid who is busy with Chesed, then another Yid is busy with Torah, and a third Yid is busy with mitzvahs. So even though they're not joining necessarily together to do the same thing, and each one is maybe lacking a little bit the good thing that his friend has, but they join together because ain't mitzvahs mevatel zoedzu. Culture can be Isurim. They don't cancel each other. So together, that will bring back the binyan Beis Hamikdash when we'll have the roiv of Am Yisrael doing good things. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor Shom HaShav Shurim, please email shomachshav@gmail.com.